Welcome back to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the second match of Season 50. We lose round 1 to my opponent Darth Odium here, and this match was all about fleets. Like right here, my usual counters, things that we're relying on, both these failed. That would have changed nothing. I still would have ended up with a loss. There was no wiggle room really with the banners. Like I could absorb one lost battle, and I had already done that in the squad portion of the Grand Arena. Had I not done that, because I was pushing a Wampa solo in a situation that I probably shouldn't have done it. Had I just used a normal counter, we still would have lost this thing. Because I only got one hold. I think it was in this territory, maybe the other front territory. My opponent one-shot most of the board here, with one exception. That was the Seer Malicos team. So it's not the way I want to start off this season, but Darth Odium played very well. Congrats to him. And we're going to break down my next opponent and the rest of the bracket. Cecil Dog here is who we're facing. He's 11.3 million GP, so he's got about 8. Zetas are more than me. He's good. Light on the Omicrons, though. GLs, we are looking at 8 GLs. Good, really solid and deep roster at 214 relics. With the distribution, this is one of the 2 strongest rosters in the bracket. He's got 20 tier 8s. Not as scary with the tier 9s, but tier 7s we're only behind by a little bit. Mod-wise, it's also one of the strongest rosters in the bracket with mods. I've got slight advantages over him, whereas other opponents I have larger advantages, except for 1 or 2 guys who are beating me on the top 25. And then with the counts, I've got smaller advantages than I usually do. This guy has very few weaknesses, and that continues through with the Datacrons, where he's he's the second strongest with Datacrons in the bracket, arguably, maybe third, and I don't know, it's very debatable who's best, but we are among the better Datacron players in the bracket. His GLs are very solid, but there's a mix of 7, 8s, and 9s depending on the characters, but he's selected them well. With the Omicron portion, none on Raddus, that's good, only 1 on Malgus, that's fine, but I think 2's better. His Iden's fine. Starkiller has 3, that's a little concentrated. Dash here, Wampa's slower and weaker. Savage Treya, that's fine. He's got Aphra, and then the rest of this looks good. None on Drogon though. He's only got 1 on Third Sister. And then he does have Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and 7 stars on Leviathan and Profundity, which means he's got almost no weaknesses, which means for him to have lost his first round match, it may have been he was going up against a better roster, or his participation is inconsistent. I didn't do any scouting, so I don't know which one that is. Looking at the quality of his modding, I think we're looking out for Third Sister here at 297 speed. So then we are looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish. And he has 32 characters. Anakin is at 301 speed. That's the last one. And then he's modded very well overall. Like there's some quibbling that you could do on 1 or 2 characters, but top to bottom, he has the characters he wants fast, and he's got the ones he wants really fast in the locations where they need to be. Taking a look. Let's see if he attacked yet. I haven't checked yet this morning. Yeah, he's gone. He's ignored fleet. He's probably going to come back and do it. He probably just is a fleet hater. Yeah, that does not mean anything. Let's see if we got any holds. As we take a look at the front territory, we did get a hold with Leia. It took him 2 shots. Lower territory, 1-shot that board. The one-shotting of my boards has become much more frequent. Ooh, Darth Revan here getting 4. That's why he's on the back wall, and we got a weak Malgus comp in the front is to eat counters. So that helps a little bit. Taking a look at his defense. He's got, I think, 4 GLs on defense. So we got Tuskens, Rey, Swallow, we got Leia, and then we got a dash team. He's being light and inconsistent on Datacrons right now, and down below we see the next 2 GLs with Lord Vader and Jabba, and paired with them we've got Grievous and Malgus. I think we will start with Jabba and bring in JMK. And let's grab that Boschkron, not that one. Anti-revive, and let's get to work. This is well modded, strong relics with his Bosch, his Chrysanthemum, so this could be tough. Most of the time this is a very safe counter, but there are some outliers where this will fail. Like, what'll happen in a failure is they take so many turns, they're going so quickly that Rancor comes out. And if Rancor eats... Which one do I want? One's Dispel. This is the one I want. Yeah. If Rancor eats Cat, then we're not clearing it. Alright, we're going to self-select with JMK, land the healing immunity, we're charging the alt. We can't get assists until those thermals come off. See, like, they're taking a lot of turns, they're well modded. What does this even do again? So tenacity, immune to daze and fear. And whenever another ally assisting dealing less damage. You know what? Let's do a basic and dispel it. We'll basic here because we have to. All right, they got their payout. Now we can at least have JMK assisting. I'm going to keep charging, land another healing immunity. We got to hope we get rid of Bosch soon. Putting the crit hit immunity over on GK. Yeah, we got to get rid of Bosch because she's about to do some serious damage. This is what I had concerns about at the top. When you have these well-modded high relic ones, it's not as clear-cut as it usually goes. Yeah, this was the concern. Hopefully we can still take out Bosch and get ourselves into more of a cleanup scenario. Oh, this is bad. Come on, come off. Damage immunity, come off. Do I basic or do I... I'm not going to get another chance. I'm going to basic. Hopefully we take out Bosch. And we get... because otherwise I don't think I'm taking another turn. Ugh. Well, I think this is a clear loss now because we're going to struggle to take out Jabba. Like, no, I guess we have Sith Eternal Emperor. We could use Sith Eternal Emperor there. Let's see if Aphra goes well. We can still grind. We still have a shot. He's going to have to help me, though, by not participating more. But I highly doubt that that's going to happen. But that's why I had concerns about it. Those really good ones can cause problems. And that looked like one of those really good ones. Let's bring out our droid friend. He takes a couple turns. Let's AoE. We shall basic. Oh, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon's here. I'm going to throw the Torture here. That might be a mistake. I might want to just be more focused, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we jump into Merciless Massacre. Let's do this here. Land an ability block, land an ability block, land an ability block. And now the question is, do I want to chuck this and see if we can take out Maul or just go with the basic? I think I'm going to go with the basic just in case we don't take him out. I want the thermals to be there. Or not the thermals, the dots. Alright, let's land some dots. And here, Maul will go down to... Well, it looks like he'll probably go down to dots then, since that AoE didn't take him out. We're going to throw the Armor Shred on Moff Gideon. I should probably be attacking Moff Gideon, but Royal Guard's closer to being taken out, so I'm going to hit him. But I do think that's probably an error. Alright, this will take out Maul. This should take out Thrawn. Great. Awesome. Okay. Couple hits here. Maybe I should have saved that for a turn. Alright, that should do it. Oh, man. I'm going to take him up to Relic 8, Relic 9. He's good. And important. Alright, so we got Grievous. Who's on this Malgus squad? I don't want to mess around with that Malgus squad. Let's attack the other GLs up top. Because I need to establish how many counters I need. We gotta see if Leia gets messed up. No, Leia should be fine. There's no Datacron here. So we don't even need to worry about, like, Drogon one-shotting anybody. So let's... You know what? I know the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon Kron can beat some fools. I gotta figure out... what all it can do. I think he can do Lord Vader. Maybe I'll throw it in up against Jabba. Because Sith Eternal Emperor is not going to win that for me. He's just going to set me up for a win. Alright. I'm going to throw the... No, let's just... I'll put the disarm on Leia. Alright, we AoE. Let's start working towards that payout. Definitely this. I'm just wondering if I dispel that protection up or not. I think we're just going to stay focused. Yeah, let's get a bunch of assists, get closer to the payout. Okay, there's our payout. We've got contracts now. Let's taunt. I think we can throw thermals pretty safely next time Leia's got a shot. Without any Datacron, I'm not concerned. Although maybe we'll do it after the Rancor eats a fool. Alright, let's throw this. Alright, we're gonna start spreading our attacks out. And let's chuck it. Let's see who we take out. Good. We'll throw an armor shred onto Leia. Nice. Now let's get Starkiller in here. This is Starkiller. I've been using Empire Crons. Because with Empire, we're at least getting some of this. This actually worked very well last round. Alright, let's dispel that crit hit immunity. Take that hit. I'm gonna... No, we're gonna AoE because I want the turn meter from hopefully something. I'm gonna do this. Maybe I should have dispelled. No, let's do this to dispel. Now we can land shock over on Holdo. Which I'm actually gonna do that ability first. Because I don't want her to start taunting. Last turn. We're gonna AoE. Alright, we don't have to worry about a taunt yet. I'm gonna hit Holdo once. We get the shock I need. Now we're just gonna start attacking Rey. Take a free hit. Let's do this. We'll dispel on Swallow. And now hit Rey again. There's that damage immunity. There's another. Alright, now we can't do anything, so we're going to focus on getting rid of the Inspired. But we can spread that out. We can land debuffs as well on a few characters. Yeah, we can wait. Let's spread a little shock. That's good. Okay. Oh, we got one more Inspired we got to deal with on Cal. Damage immunities have come off. Take your turn, Rey. You know what? Let's do an AoE, get offense up. I'm going to save that. Spread some shocks. Okay, we're good. I think we still need to trigger it on Cal too. All right. So everything else has worked out well except for that JMK one. That's a place where I need to increase relic levels and probably revisit some modding. But definitely relic levels at a minimum, because like I think I'm got a relic 6 on Cat, which could go higher. Definitely could make some characters faster. Alright, let's take a look. I don't want to mess around with Malgus. I think I'm just going to go... Maybe... No, I could do Sith Eternal Emperor is probably smarter. I think we do Sith Eternal Emperor. The problem with Cal Kestis... Like, if we look at Cal Kestis here... I have to use a pretty good... I don't have to use a good Jedi team, but it's safer and smarter to use a good Jedi team. The Cal Kestis ones, we tend to lose a lot of characters, and we tend to need to clean it up, which I don't like, if I try and use a weaker version. So if I want to do it in one, I need to take in a strong version, and I just don't know if it's worth it. When I could just do this with a with like a relatively weak comp. Like I can bring in 9th, and you know who? I'm gonna bring in Thrawn. Bring in a Datacron. I don't think I care about that extra offense. You know what? This is probably good, just in case like an ability block lands. Okay, and we'll link Malgus and I'm gonna do Fallen. Fallen's probably gonna take more turns. No, it looks like, I guess I probably should have checked who was gonna take a turn next. I'm gonna swap over here. Let's get some protection back up on, I guess we didn't get it. Okay. I'm gonna fracture. I'm gonna spread the deceived. Although, like, without using watts, with using some of these versions, I am technically doing just as low of a banner thing as if I'd used a weak cal or a weak cal comp. Okay. This next time we'll have Darth Bane. Well, no, that's not true. I'm 5 shards behind on Darth Bane because I messed up last season somehow. So actually, we are looking at a situation where I'm going to need to wait a couple weeks until I get Darth Bane because I'm going to be 5 shards short after Conquest. I don't know what happened. I think what happened is I accidentally bought Trooper Moff Gideon, Emperor Zurg shards when I thought I was buying. I just like fat fingered it. I think that's probably what happened. Okay. All right, now here I'm gonna try. We have Third Sister. Why is she not on defense? I'm trying to remember what happened last season where I took her off of defense. I took her off of defense for a specific counter. I should have her on defense. I was going up against an opponent who's probably doing like 6 GLs on defense where I needed another weapon. And that does not apply right now. Alright, we got Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon. Here we go. Let's grab our Kron. And let's see if this works. This is going to be dumb. Why am I doing this? This isn't going to work. I forgot Bosch didn't die. That's actually a big thing I didn't factor into this. Because when I was thinking about this in my head, Bosch was dead. We're going to do it anyway. I think I should add Sith Eternal Emperor. I'm full of regret right now. Does it make sense to do this right now? Because I'm taking a bunch of turns. I don't think it makes sense to do this. Like, I'm not going to get the assists. It's just doing an armor shred. That's not going to do anything. I think I'm going to basic. Okay, we triggered it. I'm going to trigger those staggers. And we'll do this. Attack him because of that damage immunity. We're still taking a bunch of turns. I think I'm gonna go with the daze because they don't have any turn meter. All right, that should get Lando into yellow. Okay. They still have damage immunities, so I'm just gonna basic. I need them to take a turn. Just taking the turn meter away right now is not gonna help me. Alright. I can't risk a stagger. Everybody else has damage immunity. We're just gonna basic then. We just gotta basic. We gotta let them take their turns. Okay. We can daze. Or not, I was hoping to get a stun, not daze. Alright, we will... Now we can do this. Alright, down. We'll hit the staggers. Can we take out Embo? Take out Embo. Now we should be able to get rid of Lando somewhat quick with the death mark. I'm going to save the armor shred for Jabba. Okay. Turn meter? Basic. Oh, I need an auto. I didn't realize how much time we've been taking. Yeah, I think we can auto. This was great. Okay. Like, I knew it was a good Datacron, but because I didn't... There's new relics here. I couldn't use this in 5v5 last time. Because, like, I took Death Trooper up a few days ago. Or maybe a week ago. No, a few days ago. Start of the week, I took Dark Trooper, or Death Trooper up to relics. Moff Gideon's even a new relic for 3v3. I added him to relics so I could use the Moff Gideon Kron in 3v3. But I have heard that it's good. I just didn't know which ones it worked up against or not. And right now, he's recovering a lot. Are we going to get through this? He's taking a good amount of turns. Armor shreds are going to help, but are we going to get enough armor shreds in enough amount of time? He's going to get, jeez, he's recovering quick. Come on, let me do it. We still got to get through the damage immunity though, so it's not going to happen. And this doesn't matter because he's going to heal up at the start of the next battle. Maybe if I had another minute, maybe we do it. But we needed way more armor shreds to get through that. Okay. Is Mon Mothma going to work right now? Or is she on defense? Ah, man. What's my cleanup? Oh, I do have Mom. Oh, she's not a rebel fighter. Okay, we're fine. Although, we'll see how all this works. We got this. We got her, him. Okay, we're good. We got my cleanup. Unless the Datacron messes this up in a way that I'm not considering. Alright, let's talk some nonsense. Bad Batch Season 3. If you haven't been watching it because Disney has just destroyed your enthusiasm for this stuff, which I understand, because I haven't even finished Ahsoka yet. And I love Ahsoka as a character. That show, though, should be a movie. Because that first 4 episodes of Ahsoka that I have watched, nothing has happened. That could have been 2 episodes. And if it was a movie, they could have cut that down into 30, maybe 40 minutes. I've even made rants about scenes that shouldn't exist if it was well written. So Ahsoka is just very disappointing in such a way that I gave up on it. I'll watch it at some point, but I couldn't. It's tough when you're no longer excited to watch something where, like, it was, like with Andor or some shows that you're excited about, you're just like at midnight, you're watching it. You're watching that episode. You forget how tired you're going to be the next day. Watch it. And what's nice is like Bad Batch Season 2, I probably watched that 6 months, maybe 8 months after it came out because I just did not care. Even though I think overall it's a superior season to Season 1. But Season 3, every episode right now, bangers. I've loved it. Bad Batch Season 3 is fantastic. So far, at least, there's no fluff. That's probably going to change, I'm sure, throughout the season. But right now, at this stage, the episodes are all really well written. They're very smart. They're all relevant. They all show good character development and good sequences. And I'm really happy with it. Really, really happy with it so far. And hopefully we can get to some of the higher levels of Clone Wars with it. And it's a good start in that direction. The other thing that is dominating my attention is, of course, Shogun. First 2 episodes are out, and they were fantastic. I like that period of Japan. It's very interesting. The show is being very serious in how it adapts it. It's being very brutal. It's being very accurate. And I'm really looking forward to where that show goes. I don't even want to talk too much about it because I just think people should be watching it. Alright, we got our cleanup. Can I just Savage this? Or am I going to need Savage elsewhere? Do I Savage it? Or not? You know what I think we're going to do? You know what? Let's just Wampa it. Yeah, let's just Wampa it. I'm just trying to think of the teams that I might want to use Wampa for elsewhere. It won't be Iden. If there's a Mon Mothma crown, it won't be that. I could Night Sisters it, but I think let's go for this stuff. So we took 3 attempts up against his Jabba. He took 4 up against my Darth Revan. Everything else we've played clean. He did get 1 more hold up against Leia. So we are still ahead right now. So a win is in play. But this is also why, like, take Datacron seriously. Because if I didn't have that Moff Gideon Kron, we'd be having a very different match. Yeah, this is auto. What else? What other kind of nonsense we got going on? I got what? Primarily work going on. I got 2 construction sets I got to get through. It's actually going to occupy a lot of this weekend. We got what else? I watched that Percy Jackson show. I don't have any relationship with Percy Jackson. I was too old for it. I haven't read any of the books. But it's got Manzukis, and I tend to watch things that have Manzukis because I think he's funny and I like his stuff. And the show's fine. If you got kids, it would be good. Alright, what do we got here? Dock a lead. Let's just gas it and not even think about it. We'll just neutralize it with something serious. We've won. At least I think we've probably won this match because we can clear the rest of this in one or with some easy stuff. Fleet, we got to see how Fleet goes. Because if I mess up on Fleet again, let's do that. Because Fleet's where we lost the last match. Where, had I even played squad stuff correctly, like I was saying up top, we would have lost it regardless because of Fleet. Because I did not mess around on Fleet. Why did I do this again? I've done this 2 matches in a row now where it's probably because of 3v3. Since we don't need to worry about revives, I think I'm going to take out Telzine first. We're just going to not even worry about Daka and Marin, because a lot of their purpose is somewhat mitigated without having to have revives. We're going to take out Ventress next. Oh, you know what? I forgot about gas solos up against Night Sisters. I wonder how that would go with Marin. Does Marin change that or not? Like, I should not have brought in so much. It's just, we have fewer opportunities at solos these days that I kind of forget about some of them. One thing about Percy Jackson, though, the acting's terrible. I kind of like the concept. I get why it's popular with like the concepts, the world building that's created. That's interesting. If I were young enough, I'd probably be into the story a lot. Acting's pretty terrible. Like they needed some better actors for that. All right, we got Finn and Raddus. We got this. You know what I think probably happened with Percy Jackson is they probably went extra young so that the characters won't age as quickly. Like Stranger Things, those child actors, all of them were excellent. They were probably also a little bit older, which is why they were better. But you also see what's happening with these later seasons now where they're all just like aging up real quick. They've got... I think if you were a producer working with kids, you probably want to buy as much time as you can by going younger. What do we want to do here? It's not even a Finzori. So it's not a Finzori, it's a rat. Why am I even thinking about this? It literally doesn't matter. I guess what I should be doing is we should be trying to get as many banners as we can. Raddus is still the one we got to respect the most, so I think this is just where we're going to use Jedi. we'll do... We'll do what? I guess we'll take Ayla. Because the other ones we might use with like a Qui-Gon situation. Oh, I think we might do, I do want to do some testing. Some ill-advised testing. We're not going to do it here, so that's not a concern. Let's get stacking offense. We're going to move in. We got to do Grievous testing, which maybe we'll do up against... we'll think about it a moment. We can also do some Mando testing. This is a weird comp of a team. Okay, there goes Han. There goes Leia. There goes Cass. I don't know why I'm playing it this way, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. Raddus is down, and now we wrap it up, taking out Jin. Boom. This Finn team's a little too easy, though. What do we have up? We got Tuskens and what? Oh, and Dash. I kind of don't want to mess around with Dash. I don't think we're going to take any chances, especially with that Tusken Kron. We're going to take that seriously. I think we'll do our Grievous testing, but we're going to do it here up against Finn. We won't learn as much, but it's still a decent team. We got the Resistance heroes. And we can still learn at least a thing or two. So, and we do have the Amia on STAP. So we're going to AoE. We hit all the provoked, but they're stealth, so who cares? I do want to take out Resistance hero Finn first. He's gone, so we don't need to worry about Inspired anymore. Let's provoke everybody. I would have taken more chances if this match wasn't so close. Yeah, like we didn't learn a thing from this. Other than that, we don't need to really... Maybe the only thing we learned is we don't need to really worry about STAP dying at 3 stars as much as he did without the Ami. Because that was definitely a thing in 3v3 when I tried him. He just died real quick. I don't know. Did he have the Omicron then? I think he did have the Omicron. Maybe it's just the nature of the match. Here, what I want to try is Qui-Gon. Alright, so Kelleran, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Anakin, Barriss is how I want to play it. This counter already has a high win rate, so I think we're going to be fine, but let's confirm it. Alright, that'll take care of Chieftain. Warriors down, and now it's over. Let's get rid of Raider. You know, I probably should have basic, because I think if I basic, not with Qui-Gon, but yeah, You get a little bit of recovery, I think, with something. I forget how it works. But I know Kelleran, when he does like his 3 attacks on basic, you get a decent amount of recovery. Protection recovery. Now, the smart thing here would be Inquisitors and just make sure we win it. The dumb thing is, let's look at these Mandos. Let's just do the smart thing. Maybe if I had BAM, I'd be more tempted, but we don't need to do it. This slot, this and this. And let's grab some sort of Empire Cron. I guess I don't have any more. At least for this week. Next week we'll have a lot more. Okay. We don't have to worry about Vandor. Let's just land the Torture, see if we can get through 11 quickly. Definitely with the basic, so we get those extra hits. With Inquisitor, I'm going to do this, but maybe that should wait a turn. I'm going to AoE, but I'm not sure if that's how I want to play it. I'm going to pull turn meter from Dash, so we don't have to worry about him blowing me up, and then this should do some stuff. Boom. All right, we're good. Okay, we're ahead. That's good place to be. He hasn't come back yet. Let's see what he set down. Probably, he may have set down a strong fleet. Yeah, we got Leviathan and what? Oh, no Profundity though. He could beat my defense no problem if he wanted. If he knows how to play it. But here, up against Leviathan, we do the Empire counter. This failed me last time. We set me up for a cleanup, but we did not get the turn order that we needed. Can you not mess with the camera, cat? Just lay down, relax. Alright, foresight up. Target lock. He goes. Trigger some foresight, which triggers my capital ship to take a turn, and we bring out the defender. We go for a stun, dispel, and now we try and take out the Sith Trooper. Not even close. Remove turn meter. Remove turn meter. We've got the RNG we need. What happened last time is his Leviathan took a second turn before my Chimera even did. And so just it messed up the sequencing of things in such a way where I couldn't recover. All right, keep our defender alive. We'll basic. Basic. That feeds turn meter to my capital ship. They're doing some damage. Oof. Okay, we're not beating this. We can set myself up for like a cleanup, but we needed the defender. He got his other turn in. Alright, we're going to hit the assassin. This seems to be a lot tougher with the Sith fighter as a starter. Alright, let's blow up this bomber. We got real lucky. We got real lucky. Alright, can I take this out? We're actually going to have a tough day. It's still going to be... We got through the tank, but we still have to do a bunch of work to beat that. Well, we're going to use the... Is that how I want to play it? I think we want to be safe and just make sure we get through this. Because Malevolence is on defense. I don't have that counter. So let's make sure we take out the Executor. Get all these assists onto the Razor Crest. Usually we can just burn right through it. Yep. Alright, we lose my tank. Okay, he's down. Okay. Perfect. Bring out the Ghost. And once we get our little alts, we'll be able to get through Bosk easily if it doesn't happen before then. Okay. Yeah, we'll trigger this. Trigger this. Okay. Now Malevolence, there's easy thing, like we could crush it with Negotiator, but I might want to save that for the Leviathan. Executrix is useless now. Finalizer is kind of useless for me. We could try and do some weird stuff. What I want to see is how the Comeuppance alters this battle. Without the bomber, maybe it buys us enough time. So I think... Let's go here, grab our Comeuppance. I need to update those presets. But without relics, I don't know if these ships are going to last long enough. I also wonder a tiny bit, would taking out the FCI been the better ship to take out so they don't have a stat boost? I doubt it. I think it's probably better to be able to attack whoever I want, but I do wonder about it. And we don't have to worry about days and bombs when we attack out of turn, so probably a non-concern. Okay. I think I want to heal. I'm gonna, because there's no crit hit immunity, I'm gonna go here. Well, we can't get it because of that thing. And we're dead. Okay, I don't think we're gonna take enough turns. No, we lost it too quick. There's just no way. Yeah, no, we're not going to be able to take enough turns. Can we do some damage here though? Yeah. No, we got to use the Negotiator here and see if we can take apart the Malevolence with other ships. I kind of wish we had the Raddus, though, for the Malevolence. Okay. We're not going to mess around with this. Oh, maybe we do something like that. I think we're going to do this just so we can kind of retain another fleet, just in case. If we're in a position where we needed one or two other ships, that probably means this battle has gone so terribly we wouldn't have won it. Don't you die on me. Alright, we're going to basic here because there's no foresight. Let's heal. Oh, we can't heal him up. We can't. That was kind of a waste, maybe. Let's get rid of the crit hit. Definitely this. Oh, we're going to lose him. I don't like it. Jeez, they're just crushing everything. Alright, let's bring out Plo. We're going to play this the way that I normally play it, but we got dazes. Alright, let's get rid of the daze. I can't do that? I guess I really don't understand isolate. I think it's probably because I'm not thinking about it the same way that I was thinking about other isolates. Like Trey's isolate. I don't even think I realized that's what it was. I just knew it was some sort of debuff. No, we can't clear this. Maybe I should have used the, maybe the Profundity was the way to go. Alright, we can still lose this match. It's terrible. It's just a question of, does he join? Does he come back? Alright, let's... because I got some junk here. I think we're going to start with Finalizer. We got to at least take this out. Maybe I got to make my Empire pilots stronger so that that counter works better. Put this on Hyena. Can I stun? We get the stun. Okay, here we go. Let's feed turn meter. Assists. I'm going to give crew another chance. Maybe we land a stun. We get it. Definitely this. And see if we maybe get... I'm going to try... I'm wondering if we try and take out Sunfac. But I think I want the stun on Hyena. Turn meter to everybody. Let's get a nice big hit here. Yeah, turn meter to everybody. Take out Sunfac. I'm not going to do the AoE. Because maybe we can land a stun on Spy if I do this differently. Yeah, I'm going to go with turn meter. Awesome. Okay, we lose him. Alright. I don't feel like we're going to get through Hyena. But we did get through at least a few of these guys. Let's do this. Okay. Alright, next one. And now Raven's Claw. We should be able to get through this quickly. Before things get bad. This should do it. That'll clear this up. Awesome. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with Fleet. I think I need to change my defense a little bit. There's still plenty of time for my opponent to come back. I don't, like, assuming he can't clear me, but he could get me down to 1. I'm wondering if, like, where he'd end up. He's got Empire, he's got Profundity, he's got Negotiator. That's really all he needs in order to win this. Like, if his Empire works up against mine, or my Leviathan, Profundity takes out the Executor, and then he's got Negotiator to take out Malevolence. He's got it. I think we're changing my defense, though, because what we need is a situation where if my Leviathan counter blows up in my face, we can recover. And we couldn't recover from that one this time. Not like last round. So we'll check back in a little under an hour. See if he comes back. And we get the win. I don't think he showed back up, but we will check the crystal rewards that I got. I think the banner total is the same. And yeah, I think that is the same. I don't think he's attacked. Yeah. He just gave it away. It was definitely possible for him to still win with what he had left. But this is why when I saw his roster and how good he was relative to the bracket, I felt like this was a possibility because he was definitely one of the strongest rosters in the bracket. It's definitely if he wanted it, he could have had it probably for a lot of matches, but he's probably satisfied with whatever result he gets. So we will wrap it up there. Hopefully we get a Gungan next week. And then, yeah, I'm going to work on some other things. Watch Bad Batch if you're not. I get not, because I can even tell on the Discord, there's no engagement in Bad Batch talk. People are not watching. But I really like it. Thanks for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This still plays.